The formation of Khazar ethnicity with their future state in modern Dagestan began during Great Migration period. Going west, the Sunni tribes moved and integrated many Proto-Turkic and Finno-Ugric people. One of them were Sabir people, who lived in western Siberia. Highly likely, the name of the region Siberia appeared from them. Sabirs were Finno-Ugric and migrated from Siberia through Caspian region to the northern Caucasus. They fought with Sassanids Empire in the 6th century and later settled in Transcaucasia. In the middle of the 6th century, Turkic Khaganate expanded to the Caucasus. So, Turkic tribes assimilated Sabirs who were already mixed with Iranian ethnicities, and from that mixture with dominant Turkic element, Khazars appeared. In 603, Turkic Khaganate split it into western and eastern, but western part kept control over Khazars only nominally. In particular, they could pursue their own foreign policy. During one of the wars between Sassanids and Byzantine, Khazars supported Byzantine. When Western Turkic Khaganate fell under the power of Chinese Empire Tan, Khazars obtained full independence. However, their state was still ruled by one of the representatives of Hashina family who were Turkic Khagans before. During the formation of Khazar Khaganate, the main enemy was Bulgars, another Turkic union. Their Khaganate was called Great Bulgaria, which received independence from Western Turkic Khaganate as well. And during the reign of Kubrat Khan, Bulgaria was prosperous. Bulgars controlled vast territories in the north and east of Black Sea region and could potentially become a dangerous neighbor if only their Khaganate was not dissolved in 665 after Khan Kubrat's death. 5 of his heirs could not divide the power, which led to the anarchy. So Khazars, with the help of Alans, conquered part of their territories. Some Bulgars migrated north, where they established Volga, Bulgaria, and others migrated west to the territories of modern Bulgaria. Khazar's Khaganate became a major power between Black and Caspian Seas. Before destroying Bulgars, Khazars participated in Byzantine-Sasanian wars in the Caucasus, which continued for 150 years. They were on Byzantine's side. Those wars weakened Sassanid Empire, which by the middle of the 7th century was conquered by Arabs. Arab Caliphate started to expand rapidly. Arabs took Iberia, Armenia, Caucasus, Albania, and the city Derbent, which was previously the furthest border of Sassanids. From Derbent, Arabs attacked Khazars, and Khazars attacked Arabic territories in response, but nobody could settle on new territories. Khazar's successful raid happened in 730 when they suddenly attacked Arabs from the south, but not as usual through Derbent, but coming through the Reali Gorge. Khazars came to Ardabil, northern Iran, where they destroyed 25,000 Arabic army. After, Khazars split to rob the nearby territories and were finally stopped in northern Mesopotamia. In 7 years, Arabs had a big campaign to Caucasus. 2 armies crossed Derbent and the Reali Gorge and occupied Khazars, capital Semender, and followed Khagan until Volga. But by that time, Umayyad Caliphate was enormous, so Arabs had no human resources nor desire to control and settle on new territories. They accepted the Khagan's promise to be their vassal and turned back. With Byzantine, Khazars continued friendship during Arabic Caliphate expansion. Khazars' raids in Caucasus helped Byzantine as Arabs fought on 2 frontiers and could not concentrate all troops on Byzantine border. Byzantine and Khazar Khaganate had a common interest in Crimea. Most of Peninsula belonged to Khazars, but there were some Byzantine territories with the center in Chersonesus, outskirts of modern-day Sevastopol. Because of this city, 2 sides had a conflict. Deposed and noseless Byzantine Emperor Justinian II was sent to Chersonesus, but was not willing to give up throne. The citizens of Chersonesus wanted to give up Justinian II to the emperor, so he asked support from Khazar Khagan. He allowed Justinian to come to his lands and married his sister with Justinian. This raised concerns in Constantinople, and Khagan was asked to hand over Justinian, but he ran away to Bulgaria on Danube. With Bulgars, Justinian returned his throne and surprisingly kept good relations with Khagan, probably because he was married to his sister. Justinian and Khagan's sister, who got a name after baptizing Theodora, had a son together, Tiberius, who became a ruler along with his father. People of Chersonesus were scared of Justinian's revenge, so they asked to come to Khazar's Khaganate protectorate. Justinian immediately reacted and sent army to Chersonesus. All leaders of revolt were killed, but after the army left, there was another revolt. They asked help from Khagan, who gave an army to the revolt leader. Byzantine army, seeing strong and big Khazar's army, deserted Justinian and joined Chersonesus people. So the leader Philip Vardan with big army went to Constantinople, where he killed Justinian. After that, the relationship between Byzantine and Khazar Khaganate became even better. In 732, the Emperor Constantine V married Khagan's daughter. This strong alliance had to persuade Khazars to become Christians. It would allow Khaganate to join the circle of European Christian monarchies, or they could become Muslim and join the Arab world. Both emperors and caliphs offered Khazars to take their religion. But Khagan didn't want to come under influence of neighbors. So, the Khaganate's elites decided to become Jew. On their lands, there were many Jews who escaped from Iran and Byzantine. They were not religious nor ethnical majority in Khaganate, but played a big role in trade. The initiator was Bulan, who insisted on Judaism in the middle of the 8th century. By that time, the power in Khaganate was divided between Khagan, who had a nominal power, and General or Bek, who had real power. Bulan took a Jewish name, Sabriel, and all other Beks had Jewish names as well, like Aaron or Joseph. But in terms of governing, Judaism didn't help Beks much. It stayed a religion of small circle of Khazars and did not substitute Tengrism. Because mass change to Judaism was impossible, unlike Christianity and Islam, when the whole cities could change religion. Traditionally, you could become Jew only if one of your ancestors was Jew, so Judaism divided Khazar society. From the middle of the 8th century to the end of the 9th century, Khazar's Khaganate was at the peak of its prosperity. Khazars settled down, started to do agriculture, built cities and fortresses on the borders. After wars with Arabs, the capital was moved to Etil, situated on the Silk Road in the vicinity of the Caspian Sea. Khazars also controlled Don River with the Black Sea region, becoming richer from transit trade and taxes. The fall of Khazar's Khaganate started with the same event as during its formation: migration of eastern tribes. First, it was Hungarians who in the middle of the 9th century migrated to the Black Sea region. Then came Pechenegs, who moved Khazars to the west. While Hungarians became Khazars' vassals, Pechenegs were independent. So in the 10th century, Khazars lost all Black Sea territories. Another danger came from the Slavic tribes in the north. At first, Rus duchies had peaceful relations with Khaganate. Sometimes Slavs came to Caspian Sea to attack other states and use Khazars' corridor through Volga. Khazars didn't like it, and in 913, after one of the Slavic raids, they made an ambush at the river Volga and destroyed 20,000 Slavic army and took all of their prey. Rus dukes became Khagan's enemies, and Duke Svetoslav conducted a successful campaign in 960s. He occupied Khazar's capital Etil and Semender. August took an advantage and attacked from the east. Khazar's army asked help from Judaism and was able to return some of the territories. In return, they had to take Islam. But the history of powerful Khaganate ended there, and from the 12th century, Khazars were not mentioned in chronicles. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel or support it on Patreon, where you can watch my videos earlier. Bye bye!